Podcast. And today we have Ray in the building, Jasmine in the building, April in the building, Angel in the building, and Ebony in the building. Woo! I am so grateful that all of y'all are here today. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight and doing this podcast with us. We are talking about grieving during the season, holiday season? Yeah, during the holiday season. Seasonal grief. Bloop, let me be right about it. Seasonal grief. So, as everybody know, Let's Talk About a podcast stem from my mom, Paulette. She passed away in 2021 to COVID. And I just did not want her name to pass along with her. I wanted to keep her name alive. So I started Let's Talk About It, a podcast, Let's Shop, Let's Pray, and Let's Glow. Which Jasmine is in Let's Go. I've been slacking in Let's Glow though. I gotta get better. I agree.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
So okay. So my mom, she played a big part in my life. Like, that was literally my best friend. Like, I loved and adored my mom. I did a lot of things that I didn't want to do, probably just to make her happy and keep her mouth shut. So when I lost my mom, it broke me. It broke me spiritually. It broke me mentally. I didn't even know how it was gonna really go on, but I know God gave me the strength to keep going forward and to make sure that I took care of them boys. And I just always remember what she used to tell me, you know, and I always think about what she would say if she was still here. So I feel like the season that affects me the most is Thanksgiving, because my mom was so excited about Thanksgiving. She would get up early in the morning, start cooking and cleaning, and cooked everything. She was so excited for us all to come together and sit down and eat. So when Thanksgiving come around, it's really heavy on me. So I will go and be with my friends. You know, that comforts me. They understand what's going on. They understand why I feel how I feel. And they know how to love on me. So that's my hurtful moment.
And please don't forget that our friends know how much we all miss that dressing and macaroni, please.
Okay, because some of y'all cannot cook. So I miss that the most out of everything, is having some real food, because I can't cook it. So I ain't even going to sit here and cap and just point the finger at y'all. Neither can I. But what holiday affects you? Or it don't even have to be a holiday. What season or what month triggers you the most, Angel?
Well, my pathway with grief is most of my losses came when I was younger. Like, I lost my grandfather and my aunt, Justine, and my dad, all when we were younger. But I feel like when you're adult and you go through loss, it's a different experience. And I lost aunts and stuff, but the hardest loss I've taken so far is I lost my mom, and then 6 days later I lost my wife due to COVID. And my hardest time with grief would be we all tested positive April 23rd through the 25th. And so from April 25th until like after my wedding anniversary, which is June 11th, that's the hardest time, because my mom passed May 21st, my wife passed May 22nd. So from the time that we tested positive through all of the time of them being in the hospital, my wife was put on a ventilator on her 42nd birthday.
Time out. Her wife didn't pass May 22nd. Her wife passed May 28th.
I'm sorry, my mom passed May 22nd.
Lily, forgive her.
My wife passed May 28th, 2021. So our timeline was testing positive April 23rd through April the 25th. My mom went to the hospital April 28th or 29th. My wife went May 5th. My mom went on and off the ventilator. My wife, they called me like the midnight of her birthday to tell me that they were putting her on a ventilator, and that was May 13th. And then my mom passed May 22nd. Then she passed May 28th, and then our wedding anniversary is June 11th. So that time frame is hard. And to be honest, the way I grieve, I like to just be left alone. Like, I don't want comfort. I don't want anything because I'm an angry griever. And when I'm grieving, I'm hurt and I'm angry, and I don't want to take that hurt and anger out on anyone. So I've learned through my grief that it's better for me to just be left alone during that time. So I wanted to get together with my sister and do this podcast on seasonal grief and seasonal depression and knowing the difference, because being in Michigan, we don't get a lot of vitamin D during this time. You're not only dealing with the grief of the holidays, but you're also dealing with it's getting dark later. You can't go outside. And I feel like nature is God's natural medicine. And so we miss all of those things during this time. And a lot of people are in their rooms, in the closets, dealing with these things, and they don't know how to deal with the multitude of things that come with this time of year, on top of worrying about finance and holidays and things like that. All of the things people deal with during this time of year.
Right. And Ray,
Yes.
you said you lost your.
I lost my grandmother 2016, June 11th, actually. She went into the hospital the end of May. I can't remember the exact date. She went into the hospital and was in a coma for a few days. And the doctors actually told us that she wouldn't wake up. If she did wake up, she wouldn't remember anything. She woke up and she remembered all of her grandkids. It was just like 40-something of us. I can't remember exactly. She remembered all of us, and she just kept talking about she can't wait to get out to take us all on a train to Chicago. It's like her short-term memory was kind of shot, but her long-term memory was there. And, she woke up. We all rushed down to the hospital. They pretty much told us we had to get out. There was a bunch of us. We couldn't all see her. I just remember the very day before she passed away, she was awake. She was herself, or so I thought. She was in good spirits and just talking about a lot of stuff about, like what she wanted to do when she got out of the hospital. And I got a call at 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. I ignored the call on purpose because I kind of knew what it was. Then I called my auntie back, and my family, went down to the hospital, and yeah, got the news June 11th. And June is actually my birthday month. A couple of my cousins actually birthdays, and it's hard that month. And then even holidays, because my family, we was like really close. It's like when I lost my grandmother, I feel like I lost my family. We don't really get together like we used to. Holidays is difficult. A lot of, like, my cousins and me, of course, now we older, so we kind of do things on our own, but nobody is really together like we used to be. So it's kind of, it's difficult. Very difficult.
Unfortunately, that's the story with so many families. Once that piece that hold everybody together pass is gone, and then it's usually like that aunt or that uncle that can keep it together, and then everybody just go their own way.
Yeah, it's difficult. And my family has been very blessed and fortunate. We haven't really lost a lot of people. Like my grandmother, that was the glue. We lost her, like I said, it was 2016. And just recently this year in February, I lost my cousin. Her name is actually Angel too. That was difficult for my family. Like I said, we haven't lost many people at all. It was, that's really close or whatever. So holidays for sure is difficult. June is very tough for me. But yeah.
All right, Jasmine. What about you? Who did you lose?
The first close death that I had was my grandmother, my grandma Sue. That was bad for us. I didn't get to see her a lot because I was working at Ford, so I couldn't really like take off of work. We wasn't on the best of terms when I lost her too, so I took that kind of hard. And then when I got to the hospital to see her, she passed away in March. She was like, when I went in the room, her mouth was like open. It was like something off a scary movie. And when I went in the room, I just hollered and screamed. And like all my family came down there, my cousins, my dad, my aunts, and we kind of like got into it in the hospital. So that was my dad's side of the family too. We don't really like meet like that. Like Ray was saying, we don't have like family get-togethers because my grandma Sue was the glue to everything. So it's like a lot of drama on that side. And then rewind after that, I had lost my mom. She had passed away in her sleep. So like during the holiday seasons and stuff like that, because my mom, she took every holiday serious. Her and my grandmother, they have cook-offs when it's Thanksgiving, when it's Christmas. So right now we trying to like figure out what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. I don't cook like that either, but this year we all are going to my sister's house, and I'm like, I'm gonna help because my grandmother like, I can't cook like that. You know, I'm old. I can't be standing up like that. So I'm like, this year I'm gonna help and try to do the best I can. I know my greens and my macaroni and my dressing not gonna taste like my mom's, but I told her you could just tell me what to do on the side. So I take her birthday month, which is July. I take that serious. I take my kids' birthday serious because she used to make that a big deal. Like, you got to get a cake. You got to do this. If you don't do nothing, you got to do this. You got to get them something. Even if they was bad, you got to do something. So I take that serious. And my mom was my best friend. We used to talk on the phone all day, and joke and play
real.
and laugh all day. So for the long time, I used to call her number. And we had got the phone finally disconnected. And then I called one day and somebody actually answered and they didn't say nothing.
That's what I fear.
And then I
did that
just
for the
hung up.
longest.
Yeah, so I just recently deleted all her numbers out my phone because I was calling them like, I need to talk to my mama. I need to talk to my mama. It's like situations that I go through on a daily and I just be like, I wish I could talk to my mama. So like every day I'll cry about her. Every day like I'm like, I wish I could talk to her. Every day I be going on the phone about to call that number. Then I'm like, I know she not gonna answer. But I do pray about it every day. I still talk to her in my mind. Like, I know she listening, or I just think about what my mom would do, what my mom would say. But it's still hard. Some days
is.
is better than others. And then another thing that I think with the depression, the difference with the depression, it's like stuff that I go through that make me depressed. But at the end of the day, I know I got good friends. I got Ray. I got my kids. So I get through it. But I think a lot of people, especially in the Black community, we don't go to therapy. And a therapist is good. I got a therapist. Her name Pamela. I love her. So
Shout out to Pamela.
I like her too.
yes, we love Pamela. But yeah, I think people should seek therapy. It's
Yes.
like in the Black
Definitely.
community, they think it's a problem, but it's not a problem. Like
not.
the
at
therapist
all.
really
Ain't nothing
helps
wrong
you.
with it.
You can't do everything by yourself. You can't be quiet. You can't be in a room in the dark and you know in a closet. You gotta talk to somebody, and it's better if you talk to somebody that don't know you.
Right.
Because the people that know you, they judge you or they don't know until they lose their
Or
mama.
they biased. They're
Yeah.
being biased.
Or they always tell you, what's the favorite line? It's gonna be okay.
It's not gonna be okay. I don't
Or
like when
just
people
be
tell me it's
strong.
gonna be
Yeah.
okay. I don't like
This
that.
too stop telling people this too shall pass. Like that gets on my nerve. Listen, if you don't have nothing real good to say, just don't say nothing. Sometimes people just need you to listen.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't always need y'all sloppy advice. Like sometimes we just want y'all to just be there to just listen. Like
Sometimes I just need one of them good church hugs.
yeah,
for real.
the real ones though. The real church hugs, like back in the day. But I just feel like this, especially for the ones that haven't dealt with a loss, a close loss,
Major loss.
a major loss, like a child, a
Like
parent.
Lauren London say, the first row. If you sitting on that first row, it's different.
Yeah, it's
Going to the
different,
funeral.
and you cannot tell anybody how long to grieve. You cannot rush the process. I could be sitting here perfectly fine and just bust out crying. People be like, "Oh, it's a memory." It don't have to be none of that.
Nothing.
It don't have to be nothing at all. You could just be sitting there and just feel your heartbreak. Sometimes you just need somebody to just either listen, give you that hug, or just pray.
Right.
Like, don't say I'm gonna pray for you and don't do
Don't
it.
pray.
Right.
When
just
people
talking.
need prayer, you pray for them.
Yes.
And at the same time, God is listening. So when you told that person you was gonna pray for them and you did not pray for them, my homie didn't wrote that down, baby. That's in your book.
See,
Yes.
That's a fear of
thing
mine
that I went through with grief is the whole be strong thing. And during my grieving thing, I learned forget be strong. You got to be human. First, be human, because if you be strong, 9 times out of 10, you're just masking.
Being strong
You're not
hurt.
processing that.
Yeah.
But if you're being human, you're allowing yourself to go through all of those emotions. And like you said, go to therapy. I got a good therapist. Her name is Marquita. She's an excellent.
Shout out to Marquita.
Peace of Mind Christian Counseling is the name of her practice. And also, like you said, in our community, we're also afraid of medicine. Sometimes when you're grieving, you need to take that antidepressant.
Shout out to Lexapro.
and
5
Wellbutrin
milligrams.
too. And Dr. Howe.
Who?
Dr. Ayanta Howe.
Oh, shout out to
Yes.
Ayanta.
So sometimes we need to take that antidepressant to get through grief. That don't mean that you're gonna be on it forever, but you need it. So my question for you guys is, a lot of people kept telling me, "You're so strong. You're so strong." And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not strong. I just don't like to see people. I just don't like people to see me weak.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I'm being strong, it's that I'm being an actress.
Mm-hmm.
And I should win a Grammy for it too.
Me too,
But
girl.
what I say mine's, like, what was your thing to get through grief? Mine's was first God. And then I say my lifters. Like, I had
Do I want to
people
go down like this?
during my grieving period. I always say to my sisters and brothers, the people that I thought would be there, they weren't there. The people I never thought would be there, they were the people that were there.
Shout out
100%.
to Lauren Stribling too.
Yeah, for sure. She was there for sure. And
Taurus, rest in
Quinones
peace.
And Reed, my sister-in-law Angela, my sister April, like my lifters. I call people my lifters because when I couldn't lift myself up, God sent those people around me to lift, and I feel like God is what really got me through this. And then I say about my kids, he knew that he was gonna take 2, so he gave me 2 before he took 2. So I have my daughter and my son, and the way my daughter's adoption went, it was like unheard of. Like, she was adopted, finalized in a year. And from foster care, they usually don't happen. But I feel like God knew what the future was, because I always told people when my mom died, I was going to commit suicide. Because I've always dealt with depression. I've always dealt with suicidal thoughts. And the only reason I did not commit suicide is because I didn't want my mother to process the loss of a child, because she always said she never wanted any of her kids to go before her. And so those were the things that kept me going. My lifters, my kids, my Quinones, Reed, April, Angela, my mother-in-law, and it's a plethora of people, but those were my lifters. So what was it for you guys that got you, that's getting you through?
Well, I'm gonna say this. For me, it was a lot of things. Weed and marijuana played a part. Still plays a part.
Sure.
Listen, judge your mama, not me. Weed and marijuana, God first and foremost. Lord, please forgive me for not saying you first. But God first, weed and marijuana, my children, my friends, journaling, and crying. Like,
Yes.
crying
Oh my
helped
God,
me.
crying.
You know, it gave me that strength that I need. Like, I cry
That's
hard
therapy
as
too.
hell and then get up like, all right, I got this. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. What we got to do next, you know? It says behind your tears comes strength. And I really experienced that in these last 4 years of my mom being gone. And then just the constant reminders of what she would be thinking or what would make her happy, or the fact that all her kids besides Dez really made her happy. You know, like her kids, we spoiled my mama.
Right.
Like,
And
rotten. I bought my mama clothes for her. I dressed her like anything we thought she could have possibly dreamed about wanting. She had it. Like,
On her
and that was
birthday,
just that on that.
we midnight people. On your birthday, we call it midnight.
We was
used
like
to
beating each other to the race to the punch of who's going to text her first.
Yes.
So it's like just holding on to the fact of how we was able to give my mom her flowers while she was living.
Yes.
You know, I don't have any regrets at all when it comes
Yes.
to our relationship. If me and her had a disagreement, we couldn't go a day without talking to each other. Like, we would call like, all right, you done being mad? Or she would call me like, you done being mad? Or, well, I ain't heard from you all day. Like, girl, you know why you ain't heard from me all day. Like, you
We just
pissed
gotta
me
do
off.
it.
Like, yes. But she loved our relationship with her. And then with me and my mom, we went to church a lot together. So our foundation was kind of built on that too. Like, any questions I had about the Bible or church or anything, she was my go-to person. And a lot of times, I ain't gonna cap, I'm gonna just be real. I would go to church to make her happy, not even because I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? I knew that she was gonna have that big old smile on her face when she
Yeah, when she
seen me
seen-
walking through that church door. But I feel like that was God's way too of just bringing me into the church, because once I got in there, it was like, oh, okay, like this is where I need to be. Like I find my strength here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I love God. I'm in love with Him. So I thank God for my mom even opening that door for us. Like that's something we can hold on to for forever, a relationship that will never change. God would never change on us. He would never lie. He would never change. So I thank God that I get to carry that and pass that down to my kids. So that's what held me over.
God and me thinking about what my mama gonna say, what my mama gonna do. Even though that I lost her, I know she wanted me to continue be strong. You got these 2 kids, you got your sister, you got your grandma, you got your uncle. You got to keep going. So that was the main things. And then with me crying too, I like to go in the corner by myself and cry. I don't really like crying around people, and then I don't like crying around my family. So me being strong for my family, like if my sister see me cry, she gonna cry. If my grandma see me cry, she gonna cry. So that my kids, my friends, Ray, of course. If I didn't have Ray, I don't know.
Oh, don't butter me up.
I don't know. I'm serious. I don't know what I would do, because I feel like I would be alone. Like I feel like I would be
Oh, my bad.
I feel like I would be alone. I feel like I probably would have did a lot of I did stupid stuff, but I feel like I would have did a lot of more stupid stuff if I didn't have nobody with me. Because my sister, she has her boyfriend, and she has somebody. Like when
Right.
we had my mama funeral, I didn't have nobody to cry on. I wasn't, talking to Ray or whatever. So that kind of hit me hard, because I really didn't have nobody there for me, but I still had to be strong. I just go in the room and I cry. I couldn't let my kids see me cry at all, because my kids bring my mom up constantly. Like
Oh
I
my
keep
God.
telling
Yes,
them
they
too. Like we have her obituary
Yes, they do.
on top of my refrigerator so they can see it. I ask them, who is that? They be like, Grandma Drea, because I don't never want them to forget my mama. So, and then with my grandmother, my dad's side, like I try to be like real close, to my Cheneys. All of us, we try to stick together. We got a group chat. We talk to each other. We have outings. We spend more time with each other. So basically spending more time with my family too. And just, I write stuff down, but when I'm grieving, I don't talk about that, like when I journal and stuff like that. But just trying to keep a positive attitude, trying to wake up every day and just be thankful for waking up every day. And that's really it.
Of course, like y'all said, God for sure. And my mom, just me actually realizing that she lost her mom. And if I was in them shoes, like I don't know what I would do. And I'm always the one that everybody kind of depend on. I'm always the strong one. But I have my moments, and I just feel like I'll fail them if they see those weak moments. So it kind of just like, I don't know, it gave me courage and strength to, kind of just show up. I had my moments, of course, still. Like I said, I like to cry in the shower. It helped with the
For real.
puffiness. But yeah, just like kind of just really trying to be strong for my mom. And my grandmother, her birthday is in October. So like the first few years after she passed, I was kind of putting stuff together. And I got tired of being the only one. Like I said, it's like 40-something grandkids, so it's kind of difficult. But everybody is in Michigan, but everybody doing their own thing, and they got kids, and so it's just trying to really be strong for my mom.
So I have a question for us all. When you're grieving, or when you have your down moments, what do you need from people? Like your close friends, your spouse. How can they be there for you? You can go last.
Oh, okay.
We pillow talk a lot about our feelings, and it's a lot of times it start off emotional, and then we end up laughing.
That's
And that, like, that feels so good. And then we realize we just goofy. Like, this is
Yes.
crazy. But
Very
it feels
goofy.
good, though.
like
you know,
I really laugh at my pain.
yeah, like a lot of times it's that, or it's just give me a hug.
Yeah. Okay.
Just let me cry a little bit in your arms. I'll fall asleep. But it depends. It really depends on the moment,
Yeah.
honestly.
I feel like I need people to listen or just leave me alone. Don't tell me it's going to be okay, because it's not going to be okay. And just mainly listen. Like, I don't need nothing. I really don't need no sympathy. I really don't need nobody to say they gonna pray for me. You're not gonna pray for me. Just let me be. And just ask me, am I okay? You can ask me, am I okay? And I'll tell you yes or no, even though you might not do nothing about it. But just genuinely ask me, are you okay? That's it.
Is that a lot?
Yes.
I think like a lot of us said so far, like our common thing is like people. Like even me, like I'm more so like stay to myself type of person. But my bad for the cousin comment. But the cousin though, like my cousin Jeff, I don't have to
Troop Dog.
Troop Dog.
Shout out to Troop Dog. He'll be on Let's Talk About It podcast on Friday, I think.
When I talk to him, I don't have to filter myself. And that just feels really
that.
good to have somebody
pure.
I can scream, yell, say whatever I want and don't feel judged. So my sister, troop, prayer, worship music, crying, all of those things like really, really get me through. And then like my uncle Lyndon, he'll come up here. If I tell him I'm going through, baby, he coming. He coming all the way from Georgia. And so just having people around but not around. Like I want y'all around but not in my space, if that makes sense. So, because I like to deal with things alone. So.
All right. So for me, the way somebody can be there for me is just, I love having people around. I am really a true people person. And so I thank God for my friends. And I thank God for, I do thank God for my sister, but my sister is a loner. She do not want to be bothered under no circumstances. Even if it's a fire, she ain't leaving the house. She gonna stay in that bitch and burn. Shit, she not coming out.
That's right.
I really want to say, like, I thank God for my friends. I do, because they have carried me in such a way, and I don't even know how they deal with me some of the times. Like, I have 50 personalities in
You crazy.
2.5 seconds. If y'all seen my group text to the podcast, ain't no way in hell I'll still be on this podcast if I was one of them. But I'm passionate about it, and they get that. I thank God that my friends understand me. What I will say is, a lot of times I call my friends over or I text them and be like, hey, I need y'all today. And they come running. I don't even know how they begin not getting in a car accident. They get there so fast. God knows exactly what each and every one of us needs, and he's going to place that in our lives. So I don't know, between my sister and my friends, if I didn't have them and my children, I don't know how I would have made it through my mama passing. Because it was sometimes, like, even with Courtney, she do it all the time. We like grown ass kids. Like, she'll just come and she'll just spend a night, and neither one of us won't say shit. And sometimes that's what I need, because I don't always want to talk when I'm, like, especially when I'm hurting, I don't want to talk. But I want somebody there.
Yeah.
And my friend Nori, he had came to my house for about a week, and I was like, you don't even know, like, how much this is helping me, you being here. Because I just was so broken. In the time that he came around, I was so hurt and I was so mad. I was so broken. Not only my mom passed away, I walked away from my 13-year marriage the year after my mom passed away. That's just like grieving somebody.
Exactly.
That's just like grieving a death. Like, that's a marriage that's been broken. I don't regret the decision of walking away, but I wish that I could have just been able to voice my opinion without being attacked. Because sometimes you just want somebody to just understand where you coming from, what you're going through.
Yeah.
Like, understand my style of communication.
Understand whether they agree or not.
Yeah.
Understand. Yeah.
Just hear me.
Yeah.
Because my hurt come off as anger. I'm not lashing
Me
out at
too.
you. I'm hurt about what you did or what happened or whatever the case is, I needed him to understand that. And he didn't, and that's okay, because I probably wouldn't have understood it. I didn't understand it until I went to outpatient. I went to this behavioral home. What is it called? Metropolitan?
It used to be Beaumont partial program, but I don't know. Beaumont changed his name every 5 days, so
Yeah.
That's all
who's
them
to say?
lawsuits. Let me
Right?
get
I
me
was
one.
just what type of bankruptcy they got going on.
But I went to a partial whatever because I was suicidal and ready to bust up out of here. But I learned so much. And I feel like a lot of people should go there because it
Yes.
teaches you so much about communication styles, how to love yourself, boundaries. And that's something I lacked. I lacked boundaries. So that was fucking with me because it was like, damn, like,
Yeah.
but when I went there and they taught me that, it even helped me with the grieving process, like how it's okay to not be okay. You don't have to. Superwoman even take her cape off.
Mm-hmm.
If Superwoman take her cape off, what the fuck make me think that I gotta wear my cape 24/7?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm human. It's okay to say I need help. It's okay to say I'm hurting today. It's okay to say I'm grieving today. It's okay to say today is not my motherfucking day.
It is.
And that's just that on that. I felt like I couldn't do that because that would make me look weak. And I feel like I had to be strong for everybody. I feel like I didn't have a choice. Like, you gotta be okay all the time. You gotta be loud, silly, goofy, wild all the time because that's what people are used to. But that's not realistic.
Strong people have bad days too.
For real.
Yeah, like I said, Superwoman take her cape off. Like, I had to be super mom and do everything for the kids. I got it. My mom was like my number one babysitter. You know, she
Mine
was,
too.
yeah, come drop the kids off, do your thing, they good.
Even if we got into it, bring me my grandkids.
Bring the
Bring my
grandkids. Shout
Right
out
now, I
to
don't
Loretta
care
because
about
she
you.
do help with the kids a lot. And when my mom, went on vacation, she that hurt a lot too because it's like I need a break from these ghetto ass kids, and I can't just pull up at my mama house and skirt off like.
Yeah.
I know I had people like I got but my sister got her own shit going on. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you got 3 badass kids. I'm not about to put three more badass kids on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, dang, my mother-in-law, she cool or whatever, but it was like when your family member leave or a special person leave, people just look at it as like, okay, somebody just died. You losing so much of them though.
Yeah.
Like, you lost your whole wife. You don't have the option to say, hey, can you cook today? Hey, can you pick the kids up from school today? Hey, can you clean the house today? Everything is on you. And sometimes that make you go deeper into depression or grieve even more because it's like, I need help.
Yeah.
My help just disappeared out of nowhere and I wasn't prepared for it. So people don't look at all of that when somebody is grieving. I feel like people check on you for about that first 2-3 months and then it dies down.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say they care for the first 2-3 months, but you got to live through this the rest of your life. They only care for that little bit of minute, but you got to deal with it every day. So it's just like it's hard. Like you can be acting like, I was caring. It's gonna fade away because this person not they mama. It's not they grandma. It's not they
So
kids
after
or
a
something.
while,
They
go
wife.
dead.
Yep.
They don't check on you no more.
Yep.
And I feel like when people stop checking on you, that's when you need to be checked on the most.
I think too, for us and our cousin Debbie, a hard part of our grief was our mom passed from COVID during COVID, so we had to live in the trauma of vaccine commercials, constantly hearing the numbers on the news, constantly COVID this, seeing people in masks. So it was like, this is what took my mom, and every day I step into reality
Yep.
and I step into the world, I have to face what took my mom. So it was like looking her murderer in the face every single day.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
And then people, what they I try not to cuss on the
Well, not
podcast.
fucking me. You feel me?
But that damn, did they have the vaccine question?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that pisses me off.
it's too late. And,
Even if they did.
and the thing was, is I knew people that had the vaccine and did
And still
pass.
died.
So
Yep.
it's when God have your number, have your number. But I know one of the hardest things was like losing them and then facing a murderer in the face every day for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure.
Yeah. And I also feel like don't ask certain stuff. Don't ask certain stuff. Because what are you asking it for? Just like she said when my mama went to COVID, did she had the vaccine? Why are you asking me that? I'm
For
already
real.
hurting. I'm already down. I'm mad at the world right now. I want to kill the president. Whatever the case is, I'm mad. Now you done asked me this dumbass question. Now all this anger I got on me that don't got nothing to do with you is about to be on you. Cause why you even say that? Like for real, really watch what you say. Cause you never know what can trigger a person. I get pissed when people ask me about, well, did she get the vaccine? Bitch, did your mama get the vaccine? Like, that's really what I be wanting to say to people because it's like, what difference is it going to make whether she did or didn't?
Right. It's not
Like
gonna
she
make no
said,
difference.
I work in healthcare. I seen the numbers. I gave the vaccine. You feel me?
Yeah.
Johnson & Johnson. Call me. My mom's best friend, her husband died after he got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So you asking people, are they getting a vaccination that people still dying from?
Exactly.
What difference does it make? That's not going to, instead of them saying, hey, I'm here for you for whatever you need. I'm going to pray for you tonight. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to pray for you right now. You want to act because you're being nosy.
Right.
Okay, that's what it really boils down to. People's death and grief and depression, it is not nothing to be finding stuff to gossip about or picking for information so you can go talk to the next person about or whatever. This hurts. Okay?
Man.
This is a pain that I would not wish on nobody. Ever since my mom passed away, I just feel broken. I may smile, I may laugh, I may do all of that stuff, but my insides feel like my heart is crumbled into pieces. Because the person that I love the most outside my kids is gone. And she's not coming back.
Yeah.
I used to play with my mind all the time and just, like, I'm one of those people, like, for me to deal with it, I just don't deal with it. I just let it just eventually just go away, whatever, I'm not dealing with that. That's how I try to, like, deal with my mom passing, was just to not deal with it. And when you said something about the phone call, my heart just dropped because
Yeah.
I would, like, right after my mom passed, maybe like for 2 or 3 weeks after she passed, and I know nobody get that number that fast. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
I would call her phone, but my heart would be pounding. Because I said, if somebody picked this motherfucking phone up, I'm going to cuss they ass clean out. Go get you a new number.
Okay.
This is my mama's number. But my heart would just pound. And sometimes I just do it randomly. Like, it was one time me and my kid's daddy was in a car, and I just called her phone. And nothing happened. And he was like, why do you keep calling? You know, eventually somebody is going to have that number. And I don't know why, but that devastated me. Like, like, dang, this is her number though. Like, sometimes it can be the smallest things that trigger you more than a big thing.
And I know the person that picked up the phone, I know it's plenty of people that's calling that number, like looking for my mom. So when I called, they were silent. They didn't say nothing. I heard them breathing, but they didn't say nothing. So I'm like, I know I'm not the only person that's been calling this number. So I had to delete all the numbers because I know that I was going to keep on calling them. And it took me a long time to even grasp the fact that my mom was gone. Like, even seeing her in the casket, I had to read the obituary at the funeral.
Damn.
So, like, looking over there, looking at her, I still didn't believe that was her. I didn't believe it was real.
strong
I didn't
for that,
believe she
girl.
was gone. I didn't believe nothing. It took me a long time to believe She was gone. Like after not hearing her voice, like when I'm at home at my grandma's house and my sister's house, like my mom was so loud, always happy, always joking, always. So like it just was quiet, like, and it started making me realize like she really gone because it's too quiet,
Yeah.
too quiet.
Like one of my random things, like you were talking about, is after my mom passed, I did the change of address to my house. And one day, her and my wife got a letter in the mail at the same time. It was just a random, like, progressive, like the check your auto insurance, like shop your policy. And then the reality of where do I take this? Like, they have this piece of mail and there's nowhere to take this piece of mail. And that was, like, just random. I always say, like, grief is like arthritis. Like, you never know when it's going to start hurting. But the holidays are like the rain. Like, if anybody know about arthritis, when it rains, you start feeling the pain. So I feel like holidays, death anniversaries, and then I would hate when people tell me, don't put so much emphasis on the day. My body naturally knows when those days are coming. Like, it's not me sitting there, ooh, here come May 22nd. Ooh, here come May 28th. Oh, May 13th, her birthday. Oh, yeah, we about to get it in. Like, my mom's birthday,
You feel it.
I
Like,
can
you can feel it.
Like, soon as that calendar hit July, like,
It's like your body and your mind just start feeling it. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even try to be on that, but it's just like my mom's birthday is July the 20th. And we praised her for her birthday. She loved her birthday. Almost not nobody loved their birthday as much as I love my birthday. But
Aunt Diane.
Oh yeah, Aunt Diane got me beat. Rest in peace, Aunt Diane. But her birthday, the month of July hurts. I think July 1st, the month of July hurts the most. Then the month of May, and then Thanksgiving, if I had to go in an order. Because I will always think, like, what's the best gift I can give my mama for her birthday? My mom loved Charlie Brown. So I used to say, actually, I got Charlie on me right here. I'm about to get him tatted. But somebody told me I shouldn't get no more tattoos.
I didn't think I said that.
I think you did one day. So I keep Charlie Brown on me, just in memory of her.
Yeah, she loved
And
Charlie
I got
Brown,
a big
the Flintstones.
tattoo right here with her name on it or whatever. But it's like when Christmas would come around or her birthday, I would go and we all would do it, honestly. And we would go buy anything Charlie Brown we seen in the store. I don't care. So one day, I was standing in the courtyards and the CVS had a bunch of Charlie Brown stuff right when you first walked in the door. I think I had like $150 on me. That was it. I was broke for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I spent $140 on her and kept like $10. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I got to get everything for her because she deserves it. Like, my mom was a queen. Okay?
And a warrior.
Yes. Like, she was a real nigga. You feel me? Like, when I tell you, like, she was the glue that held everything together for us.
Yeah.
And now, being a mom without your mom, that hurts. Because sometimes my oldest son, I love him to death, but he gets in trouble a lot in school. And that's his way of lashing out because he loved my mom. And then, like I said, me and his dad separated. So he gets in trouble a lot. And sometimes I just want to take his head and bash it in. But
We gonna
it
skip
ain't
that part.
Can't do that. CPS, no, they done been to my house multiple times. But it's like, dang, I love you, but I wish I could just go to my mom and be like, Ma, what should I do? Or, Ma, can you just talk to him for me? I'm about to come send him to your house and maybe he can stay with you for a couple days. Da, 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 da. Especially when the opposite parent isn't helping.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because every time I call you and tell you your son is doing X, Y, and Z is if I hear something else. Next time I hear something else. Next time. And it's like, you keep saying next time because you're not in the house dealing with this.
Right.
You know? But I knew how much he loved my mom he would have straightened up instantly if I called my mom on him.
And see, like you mentioned, like it's good as you as a parent recognizing that, because I feel like when we grew up, we didn't have a safe space to grieve. Like the adults could grieve, but everybody just looked over our grief. And I had to put it in perspective for myself and for my kids. Like I kept saying I lost my mom because my mom went first. And then when my wife died, I had to say they lost their mom too. Because me and my wife, we adopted our kids together. My son, we got him at 6 weeks and 5 days, and my daughter, we got her at 6 weeks and 6 days. So I had to put in perspective, they just lost their mom too. They lost their mom and their grandma. So I applaud you, and to everybody, give your kids the safe space to grieve. Don't get so selfish and wrapped up in your own grief that you forget that these are full-blown humans with feelings as well. And the difference between them and us is we somewhat know how to articulate our feelings, because even us, we don't know how, but they have no idea. And then if we not feeling it, we can say, I'm not feeling it today, I'm going back to bed. They don't have that liberty. And so that's why I give you credit as a mom for like giving your kids mental health days, giving them the safe space to talk about her, because when people died when we were younger, they just died. They just went away. And that was it.
Our kids wasn't even able. Okay, so our father passed away in our house.
Yes.
We
In
used
front
to
of our
st-
face.
right in front of our face. Like literally dropped.
Drop dead
We walking
in
behind
front of
the
our
nigga,
eyes.
and he
Like-
just dropped dead right in front of us. Now we at first, I'm like, okay, get up. Like he tripping. And when the officers, because my dad was extremely abusive towards my mom, so they had a little altercation, and my cousin or my brother called the police, and the police came to the house. As he's walking in the bedroom to put his shirt on, I'm walking right behind him, and she's right next to me. He literally just fell straight back. Boom.
Yeah, and my mom thought he was tussling with the police. And then
But
that's when
nobody
they brought the
touched him.
stretcher out.
Yeah.
And as he came through the dining room, my mom was sitting on the chair. He grabbed my mom's hand and said, "Goodbye, Paulette." And I remember that vividly. And I wrote a whole essay in school about it. And my mom took it and she said, "We'll address this later." And at that point, it was like I had to bottle up losing my dad. And I lost my dad at 8. And I didn't process his grief until I was in my college dorm at 18 and a half.
I think still to this day, I haven't processed the fact that my dad passed away, even though he passed away in 91.
98.
I mean, I was born in 91. He passed away in 98. And it still was just like, I don't know, maybe something wrong with me. To be honest, because y'all know I never beat around the bush, and I ain't gonna lie in front for nobody. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I didn't care. To me, it was like the person that's hurting my mom is gone now.
Yeah.
She don't have to hurt anymore.
Yeah.
That's how I took it. Like, so the night my dad passed, we went to my Auntie Diane's house. Again, rest in peace, Auntie. When my mom took her clothes off and to see all them bruises on her, I did not care. I didn't. I'm like, you don't gotta hurt like that no more.
Yeah.
You don't have to be abused mentally, physically. You good now. You feel me? Everybody look at it different. That's how I was good with it. Imagine seeing your mom getting slapped, getting punched, getting grabbed on. You feel me? That person that's doing that to her, whether that's your blood or not, deuces, nigga.
You looked at him like a monster.
You a bitch.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at him. Because ain't no real man gonna put his hands on no woman, first of all, period. And then you got
Especially
your
the mother of his
kids in the
kids.
house,
Yeah.
and you doing this in front of your kids, and 2 of them is girls. I could have grew up all type of messed up, thinking that
That was
was
okay.
love, that was okay, any type of things. But then you come over to me and my sister, and you, oh, my princesses, y'all so big. Get the fuck out of here. How you gonna sit up and call us princess and tell us how beautiful we are, but yet you abusing the woman that had us though? I don't want to hear that. Like I don't like stuff like that. My mom did not deserve that. No woman deserved to be beat on. Period, point blank, no ifs, ands, or buts or about it. And vice versa. Women, keep your hands to, besides me, keep your hands to yourselves.
Facts.
Stop putting your hands on these men. Now, my mama did not do that. She wasn't putting them, my dad was the aggressor, from my understanding. I don't care what nobody say, that's what it was. And if she had to defend herself, she defended herself. But women as well, keep your hands to yourselves, like for real. Stop putting if you feel like you getting mad to the point where you need to put your hands on somebody, walk away. And I'm still learning that myself. Walk away. Like, it's not okay to be hitting on no man. It's not okay for no man to be hitting on no woman. And that's just that on that.
Yeah.
Besides my baby's daddy.
And then I think, too, another trauma that we experienced with grief was watching Aunt Justine suffer and die in front of our face. Like, our aunt passed from AIDS, and she passed in 1996 when AIDS was still relatively new. And my mom took care of her until the day that she passed. And I remember vividly, like very crystal clear. I was only 6 years old, and my aunt tried to commit suicide in front of my face because she was tired of suffering from AIDS. And so that was like my first real experience with death. And like I said, as a child, nobody gave us that safe space to talk about it, and we were the ones that was there every single day watching her turn into a skeleton, because she
Literally.
So
See, my oldest daughter, we basically had to sit there with my mom. She was dead for like 8 hours, just on the floor, dead. So like my grandma had called me at like 12 o'clock in the morning, let me know that my mom was there. Then she called me back again at 5 o'clock in the morning, woke me up out of my sleep. My youngest daughter, she had woke up crying and her nose was bleeding. And so when my grandma called me, she was like, Jasmine. I was like, yes, grandma. She was like, your mama not breathing, your mama not breathing. After she said that, I dropped my phone. I got in the car. I got over there in 5 minutes. I don't know how. I got over there in 5 minutes. So when we walked through the door, my mom was on the floor and she wasn't breathing. And my oldest daughter, she had walked in and she was just looking, and she sat on the floor and she was like, what's wrong with Grandma Drea? Is she asleep? I got quiet. I didn't know what to say. Like, she was just sitting there with her. And then my youngest daughter, she was like, Grandma Drea, like pushing her and stuff like that. She didn't know what was going on. She was a baby, so she didn't really know what was going on. But my oldest baby, she knew what was going on. And it's just like, she doesn't really say nothing. She says she misses her cooking, but she's strong. She's 12 years old now, and she's strong. But like you said, I don't know how it's affecting her like that. She's been being bad in school, so I think that's affecting her. But she can't keep using it as an excuse. I'll be wanting to talk to her, but it's just like she don't even want to talk about it. Like I
It's
want her to
affecting
talk
then.
about it,
That's how my
but
son was.
yeah,
He's
but-
starting to open up now. But it's like kids don't understand how to voice their opinion or
Exactly.
voice what they have going on, the feelings that they're feeling.
Mhm.
Sometimes they feel like I might get in trouble
Mhm.
or I might get shut down or whatever.
or not want to make us feel sad.
Yeah, I make my house a safe house for my kids. I sit down and I question them.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop questioning you until you talk to me because I want you to know that I care and your feelings do matter. And I don't never want you to feel like, oh, because I'm a kid, stuff don't hurt me, stuff don't bother me. Yes, it do.
Yeah.
And so I sit down with my kids and I have real talks with them. I ask them how they doing, what's going on. Me and my son and my girl Brianna and Courtney, we just had a talk with my son. What day did they come up? What was that, Sunday? And he came and he told me some information and he just started crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got you. Like, it's okay. Like, to feel how you feeling. Like, if you feel X, Y, and Z about whatever situation, it's okay to express how you feel because your feelings do matter.
Yeah.
I want you to know that it's okay to come to me. And I would rather for my kids to feel comfortable coming to me and talking to me about it than a friend that might give them bad advice.
Exactly.
Make it worse.
My son had been getting in trouble in school since my mom passed away. Honestly, he been lashing out in school, getting suspended. Grades is absolutely ridiculous. It's grades on his report card I ain't never even seen before. How you get a G? What does that even mean?
I don't even know what that means. I think she cries like by herself. She's not a real emotional person. She real silly. So I know it affected her a lot, but I don't know. I don't think I think she's trying to be strong because she don't really see me cry. So I think
they
that's
need to
why.
see that.
Yeah, but I don't want them to really see me cry.
No, they need this. I cry. I bust out.
don't.
My kids be like, "Ma, why you crying now?" Or my son be like, "Ma, your nose turning red. You about to cry?" Because I want my kids to understand we are human. We are natural. These are the feelings that God have given us. It's okay to cry, especially because I have boys.
Yeah.
So I don't want my boys to feel like I have to mask my emotions because I'm a man and real men don't cry. Bullshit. We all cry. God gave us all the same feelings, all the same emotions. We feel happy, we feel sad, we feel horny, we feel depressed. That's just that on that.
Just those
I want you to feel that it's okay to feel those feelings.
Yeah.
You don't have to be strong all the time because then you're bottling it up and you walking around you walking around mad at the world,
Angry as
or
fuck.
then you at risk of having a mental breakdown or anything like that because I have to be strong all the time. I tell when I'm about to cry, I bring y'all ass in here. I need y'all to come cuddle me. I'm sad.
She know when I'm about to cry. My throat starts closing up and stuff, and I start walking off like, like I'm not about to do this.
Especially by her being a girl too. Not saying, like I said, boys need to see it, but girls need to be able to be soft.
She only cry when she knows she about to get in trouble, and that'd be a fake cry.
Oh, my son do
it's
too.
so
the
fake.
big-
It's so fake.
So bad. I caught her smiling one time.
Yeah,
Like, girl, bye.
she act like she don't got no emotion. I don't know. She hard cookie to crumble. She's hard.
I
So
say just pray for her and just talk to her. Like, have those conversations that make her open up.
yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing that.
I feel like with my mom, when we got older, I did it, but when we were younger, we couldn't really, express our feelings. Or my mom was very sensitive.
Mine to
So-
a cancer sensitive.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my mama. But think she know everything.
Yep.
That's all mamas. Y'all
Yeah.
too. Y'all too.
Yeah, I guess.
So y'all too. Because I be telling my son, this is how it is, and that's that on that, okay? But I feel like as a child, I wish I could have talked to my mom a little bit more and expressed myself to her more. I don't feel like when you're expressing your feelings, don't tell a child to stay in a child's place when they're expressing their feelings.
Yeah.
That's
Especially in a
how
respectful
they
way.
feel. If they're being respectful, let them voice their concern. My biggest thing is I don't want my kids growing up from trauma, having to deal with trauma from their past.
I always say this. I don't mind my kids going to therapy. I want them to go to therapy, but I don't want them to go to therapy because of me.
Yeah, because they want to.
Yeah, go to therapy because you got your little heart broke. But I don't want you to go to therapy because I messed up your childhood and I didn't give you the safe space to help me correct that and help me to be a better mom in those areas.
That's why I said a lot of people in the Black community need to go to therapy. Like my daughter probably don't want to tell me, but I feel like she can go tell a stranger. The stranger probably will get it out of her more and be like, okay, so this is the problem between you and her. So this is why she don't feel comfortable. So because this lady or this man, they don't know her. So she might feel comfortable. She might cry, I don't know. It don't hurt to try.
For kid therapy, since we own our kids, Starfish Family Services. If you live in Wayne County, Detroit, Wayne Integrated Health Network, and contact the Children's Center.
And they hiring because somebody came to my job today to do a drug screen and she was getting hired at Starfish. So go get y'all a job.
Yes, and then they have in-home therapy. They have virtual therapy. They make it so convenient for you to seek services for your kids. So call D-Win and get connected with a service provider. If you're in the city of Detroit, I heard the Development Center is really good as well for child therapy.
Yes, yes.
So I have a question. What is the happiest memory y'all have from y'all loved ones? Y'all want to start this way or this way?
This way.
That I feel like that too. I felt that in my spirit. I knew
That's
we were
crazy.
going
You
to
talking about this way?
That's great. It's so many. It's so many, but it's her always sliding money in my hand, trying to be sneaky.
I love that.
And I caught her doing that with another one of my cousins. I'm like, oh, okay, grandma, so you do that with all of us.
Oh, you
caught
thought
that.
you was the favorite.
What she told us is her favorite is whoever she's talking to in that moment. I'm like, grandma, that was real slick, but okay, I'll take it.
I love that.
That's it's a lot of them, but yeah.
How about you?
My one with my grandma is when we used to hide her cigarettes, and she used to get mad at us and be threatening to whip us. That's the one with my grandma. My mom is me calling her every day at 5 o'clock in the morning when we at work, and we used to be talking about my coworker. She's like, fuck that bitch. We gonna beat that bitch ass. We gonna jump her. That's my favorite moment. I miss having them talks with her at 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm going to work, telling her, yeah, this bitch getting on my nerves again, mama. You want me to come up there? I'll be at the turnpike.
And she's still getting on her nerves.
Yes, I miss that. I can't call my girl so she can come beat her up. I miss it.
So what about your cousin, though? You mentioned
Oh
your
my
grandma.
God. My cousin is probably one of the only persons that had me in the room younger doing dance routines, because I don't do that type of stuff.
Oh, y'all was the original TikTokers then.
Listen, no, for real. With all that social media, like that was my girl. That was my girl for real.
I would say for me, my favorite moments is really just bonding with my mom. Like, just I would go over her house. We both would do it, and just lay in a bed and just cuddle up with her, watch Lifetime movies, Tyler Perry movies. Hey, Tyler Perry, I'm gonna be tagging you on every single thing that I have from this moment forward. Because one thing you gonna do is put me on. What is he on? BT Plus. Yeah, but.
The way my mom watched his movies, for
She
real.
loved Tyler Perry. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Tyler, I gotta be real. She wouldn't have liked you now because how you converted to the world with all the cussing and the sex. And my mama was old school. She ain't want to see all that. She ain't like that. So she probably wouldn't like you now like she did back then. But them plays, oh my God.
I thought she was
she
gonna
loved
Wear them CDs out.
Man.
That's when DVDs was out. Medea's Family Reunion. And I Can Do Bad All By Myself. Oh my God. We probably could recite those because of my mom.
And then when the last movie me and my mom went to go see right before COVID hit was Frozen. And, she pissed me off because right at the singing part, she had to go to the bathroom. That would drive me crazy. She always had to use the bathroom. She would say how weak her bladder was. But being able to have those memories with her and being able to bond with her. I know her and Angel had left me and went to Vegas because my money was funny. And
No.
yes, y'all did.
That wasn't why we left, though.
Tell the whole story.
What is the whole truth? Why y'all leave me?
Why didn't
Cause my money was funny.
No, you was super pregnant with Julian. Like super pregnant.
So a pregnant
We went-
person can't get on the plane?
Okay, yo, we went in July 2019.
It's
Julian
going
was
to
born
Vegas
in
pregnant.
October 2019. Y'all hear me?
September, October.
Yeah, you
A
was
pregnant
big. You
person
was
can't
pregnant.
get on the plane?
It's not
They
getting
don't
on
even
the
got no
plane.
seatbelt. What
It's
was
not,
you gonna
it's
do
not
in
getting on the
Vegas?
plane pregnant. It's
Wobbling
being
around.
in Vegas pregnant.
Wobbling around.
On Fremont, huh?
I was gonna be out there. I ain't care, but I feel like even though I didn't actually go because I wasn't invited, by my siblings and my
I'm trying
mom,
to slide that in.
being able to see her travel was special to me because my mom never went anywhere. The only place she went was Niagara Falls and some church events.
And she was terrified of planes, and that was her first time getting on a plane.
Getting on a plane. So, like I said, even though I wasn't actually there, it felt good, like seeing her finally start to live. Like I was trying to hook my mama up with niggas and everything, and she wasn't having it, but
I just wish she would have told us how much she liked Uncle Richard before she passed, because we would have hooked her up with Uncle Richard for real.
even
That's
if
so
it was just for
funny,
one
man.
night.
It's Uncle Richard.
Well, hold on, let's not be weird. Uncle
No,
Richard.
I get it. We all had this
That's
type
no.
of-
my kid's daddy uncle. But
Yeah,
she
it's-
liked him. But
Yeah.
her
No,
I
self-esteem
get it.
was so
I get
low
it.
that she would never
Yeah,
say
it's
nothing.
April's
Yeah.
uncle-in-law, not our.
Yeah. Not her brother. But we do got some family members.
Okay.
All right.
That's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But just seeing her live and finally starting to boost her self-esteem, because I feel like, and I'm not bashing my dad, I just keep it real. I don't care. My dad knocked her so low. My mom never moved on. My dad died in 98. My mom died in 2021. And she never, ever. You know how many niggas? It's only been 3 years. Wait, me and John been separated 3 years. Anyways, she never moved on because her self-esteem was so damaged from him. And I hated that. I always wanted a father figure in my life. So I wanted my mom to move on. I wanted a stepdad. But she just didn't have that confidence in herself to even just put herself out there. When we tried to tell her, like, go out on dates. My mama went to church, went to work, and went home. That was it. She had no outside life. That's why her going to Vegas, even though they left me and I wasn't invited,
Oh, man.
was so special to me, because it's like, girl, live.
Yeah, she could have married somebody in the church.
Not my
No,
church.
Not your church.
Ain't nobody in there looking like nothing.
Ooh.
And
Sometimes
I feel like
those be the
everybody in
worst
there-
ones.
Yeah, sometimes the church folk be the worst folk.
I feel like she had to get out of that too, though, because my mama really felt like God was gonna send a man to knock on her door, and they just instantly fell in love. That can happen, but it didn't happen in her situation. You know, me and my sister would tell her all the time, like, go out, go do something, like, go live, go get on Tinder or something, like, do something. And she finally started to open up, and then she passed away. So that hurts a lot, because it's like, I wanted her to live so bad, because she deserved that. Like, she was with our daddy for what, 20 years? On and
I
off?
think she said 28.
Huh?
I think she said 28.
That don't make no damn sense. She was with him for like 28 years, on and off for the most part. So it's like, you dealt with abuse for so long. I feel like she was scared
Yeah.
to open up her heart, because the
And he
last
probably messed her up mentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
And the last person that was supposed to love me hurt me, so I'm good where I'm at, type thing. Now me, I'm the complete opposite. I'm gonna have me something.
And me and my widowness, that's one of the things I hate, is why do people, the first thing when you see a widow, you don't ask, how are you dealing with your grief? Your first question is, did you move on yet? The answer is no. My wife died 4.5 years ago. I have not moved on. I have no desire to move on. Marriage only end in 2 Ds, death or divorce, and I'm good on that.
Not my marriage.
Well, well,
I
And
just
so
feel like
I feel like
Ooh, I didn't give somebody your number.
you crazy.
I did. I ain't lying.
And I've been there, I've done that. Like when she passed, my first thing was to live out the rest of our dreams, because being a younger widow, sometimes you get overlooked as a widow. You definitely get overlooked as a widow, being a younger widow. And just seeing older couples was hurtful. And I feel like my wife was everything in regards to validating me. When they say that all you need is somebody to believe in you, her believing in me is what literally changed my whole life. And so in the area of love, I honestly feel fulfilled there. So sometimes I wonder, like, if my mom had a mix of both, like the self-esteem issue being destroyed and just not really, like, I've been there, done that, got a T-shirt. Like,
Yeah, I'm good.
with me, I'm good. And like I told people, by the time I get married again, I'm trying to set up my life for my kids. I want to need a prenup by the time I get married again. So my thing was, I wanted to fulfill a lot of me and my wife's dreams, because she did die so young, 42, and I was 31 when she passed. That I wanted to live out our dreams, and we was together since I was 23 years old. So that was like my whole thing.
What was your best moment with her?
Oh man. So many, because we were friends first and coworkers first, so it's like it's so hard
God
to
bless
like.
you.
I would say the best moment is we picked our daughter up from the hospital
Okay.
in the NICU. So she was this itty bitty, oh my God, thing. So that was like definitely one of the best. But it's a lot.
Yeah.
it's a lot. But with my mom, some of my favorite moments was seeing her be a grandmother, because to see that level of love, to witness that was beautiful. But cuddling up in that bed got to be right there with it, because we going through something, we going to cuddle with her. Like, we talk to our mom 3 times a day, every day.
Yep.
She got off
3
at
is
1
real
o'clock.
low.
When she was get off at 1 o'clock, we rushed to call her. Who gonna call her first at 1? Then she started getting off at 3 o'clock. We was rushing to see who was
Oh,
gonna
that
call
pissed
her.
me
Stuff
off.
Yeah, that was 2 extra
2 more
hours.
hours without talking to her? Is you stupid? I was so mad at St. Mary's.
And I'm gonna say, like, me and April both say this all the time. Like, it don't feel like we done went 4 years without talking to our mom. Like,
Yeah.
the way we talk to her, I talk to my mama no less than 2-3 hours a day, every day. So the way I talk to her, it's unbelievable to think like it's been this long since I talked to my mama. And that's the thing about grief, is you lose time. Like, you lose total sight of time. Like, you have no idea how, because grief is different for everybody, but how much time then passed.
I kept all my mama voicemails. It's like you start getting to the point where you kind of like start forgetting how they sound. So I kept all her voicemails, and she gave me voicemails for every holiday, my birthday, when I'm going out of town, when I was mad at her. I got voicemails of her crying like, please answer the phone, because I was mad at her. And I called her like, what you want, girl? Is you done? She was like, no, don't play with me before I come over there. So yeah, it had got to the point where I was forgetting how my mama voice sound. Like, I just play those voicemails and listen to them, because I'm like, I can't forget. I'm not gonna forget her, but it's just like I haven't heard her voice in so long. Like you said, it's like, where's you at?
Yeah.
So I totally understand.
Yeah, and I feel like I said, sometimes it could just come out of nowhere. It could just hit you out of nowhere. Y'all have to show people mercy and compassion when they done lost somebody. And a lot of people not gonna get it, unfortunately, until they in those shoes. The littlest things can trigger me and I start bawling. Like, for instance, I got accepted to be a mentor for the Big Brother, My Big Sister program through the Judson Center. And when I got the email, I was at Courtney house and I just bawled. I just started crying, because I'm like, this is one of the last conversations me and my mama had. She was helping me, because my cousin Debbie is a social worker or whatever she is. And she was helping me find resources to get started, because I told her, like, Ma, I want to be a mentor. Like, I want to help these young girls out here that's lost, because I've been there, you know. Yeah. By us having a single mom, she had 4 kids that she was taking care of by herself. Even when my daddy was alive, she was taking care of us by herself.
And she worked a lot.
So she worked a lot. So she at work, we at home. I'm
we
being a
turning
freak.
it up.
You know what I'm saying? Freak in the sheets. I would get straight out of middle school and go to the niggas' houses.
Oh my God.
But it was like, I always wanted to be that change that those girls need to see. Like, you don't have to settle. You don't, you are beautiful. You don't deserve that. So when I told my mom about it, like, I literally can, like, quote the whole conversation. I was sitting in her room and I was telling her, like, Ma, I really want to be a mentor. I want to get out here and really make a change in the world. I want to give back to the community. I want to feed the community. I want to help the less fortunate. And she just smiled so big. And she got straight on the phone with Debbie and was asking Debbie about, like, where could she go? What could she do? So Debbie and Angel had suggested Vista Maria. I didn't know what the hell a Vista Maria was. So when I got the email saying that I was accepted to be a mentor, it's like, Ma, like, I made you happy in life, I get to make you happy in death too. You know, like to finish out those dreams that she was so proud of me. A lot of people would have just gave up on them dreams when their loved ones passed away. They not here to see it. You know, they not here to help with them. Fuck it. But to be able to pick myself back up through the grace of God and to complete those dreams that we talked about together, it was just an overwhelming moment for me. And I thank God for the people that was around at that time, which was Courtney and Big O, because it was just pure comfort. And it wasn't overwhelming do not fucking pat my back, okay?
Okay.
Don't do that. Like, that irritates my soul. I don't know why, but it does. They did not, they knew exactly what to do. They didn't do too much. They didn't do too little. And it was exactly what I needed at that time. And I just thank God that he still, even in me being a hot mess, he still answering my prayers, and he still let me feel the comfort of my mom.
It's crazy, like in grief and losing them is when I felt like I heard God's voice the most and the clearest. And I feel like it was because I was so broken.
Because God is closest to the brokenhearted.
Yep, that's the Beatitudes, Matthew 5. And people always say God don't put no more on you than you can bear. And they say that that's not in the Bible. But what is in the Bible is, come to me, all that's heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So when you get to the point of your grief, your depression, your sadness is more than what you can bear, bring all of that to God, and God is going to give you rest. And that's where the whole God won't give you more than you can bear statement comes from, because super religious people love to say that that's not in the Bible, but the scripture aligns with being heavy laden.
And he also tells you to cast your cares upon him because he careth for you. So that's me, God. I can't carry this load no more. It is too much for me to bear. I got to get this to you. I got to turn this over to you. And I have to have the faith and believe that you're going to take care of this without me trying to do your job.
Yeah, because when they passed, God told me, he told me that they were going to pass. And then he told me, but I got you. And every time he showed up, whether it was the card or this, like people coming through and being there, I kept hearing, I told you I got you. I kept hearing it. And it was so peaceful when I would hear it. Like my brother Dez and his girl, his baby mother Brittany, they were amazing frontline soldiers through that process. I really appreciate that. But I do got a question for you guys. What advice would you give somebody that's going through grief or that's newly grieving or just took that fresh loss?
It's okay to not be strong. I had to realize that. And when I realized that, it actually, like, I felt like a little weight lifted. But it's, yeah.
I told somebody that recently just had a death. Every day is not going to be okay. Some days going to be better than others. And just remember the good times and laugh and cry. That's just really what I could say.
I would say trust God. Lean and depend on God. Talk to him like you never talked to him before. Reach out to your people. Really, your people should be reaching out to you. You the one that lost somebody. But if that's not the case,
it's overwhelming though.
Yeah. If that's not the case, you know, it's okay to be vocal about what you need. If I don't want to be bothered today, just say you don't want to be bothered today. If you need that love, say you need that love. Take your time off of work if that's what you need to do, because them jobs going to be there. I feel like when my mom passed, I didn't take no time off.
Me either.
I took 2 days off and I was right back at work. I regret that because I feel like I was trying to mask it. Let me just keep going on about life. How can you just keep going on like normal when something very tragic has happened?
I needed to because I was going to break down. If I didn't keep going, I wasn't going to go back to work.
I should have broke down. I should have gave myself that space to not be strong and just allow myself to grieve her death and cry. And maybe my life would have went a little bit different because a lot of things occurred in my life because I was hurt and mad and lashing out and angry. And I just kept going. And I just feel like I couldn't stop. So I feel like I should have gave myself that time too.
I think it's kind of hard because the world we live in, the world don't give you grace.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole world have stopped, but this world, this money-making capitalistic world don't stop. So I feel like sometimes you feel pressure to keep going because that's the world we live in too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because life don't stop. Life don't give you no breaks. Life don't stop. It don't show you no mercy. It don't be like, dang, that's enough. This girl done been through enough. Let me just stop doing this stuff. Life just keep fucking going. But God gives you the strength to get up and fight another battle to see the next day. And that's just that on that. I feel like the biggest key is your relationship with God. Like, without a relationship with God, I don't care what nobody say or how nobody feel. Without a relationship with God, you have nothing.
Nothing at all.
I have nothing. It is times that God have literally led and directed everything about my day. And that came from what my mom taught me about having a relationship with God, building that faith. I can remember one day I was sitting at a light with my kid's daddy. And I grabbed his arm and I told him, don't go. Because something told me, do not go. Here comes somebody just flying through the light going, we going this way, they going this way. And I grabbed him, I said, don't go. And when that happened, he turned and he looked at me. He was like, how did you know that? I said, well, nigga, it wasn't me. So how do you think I knew it? You know what I'm saying? It had to be God. But my point is, God is there for us in whatever we need.
Yep, that's
And
what
he will
Philippians
never
say.
leave nor forsake us no matter what. I don't care how ghetto I am. The Lord is going to come first. No matter what I do, no matter where I'm at, he's always going to be the head of my life. Then I'm going to light the blunt. And I'm going to figure me and God going to figure it out. But I just want y'all to know, if y'all don't take nothing else home, God love y'all. And even though y'all people not physically here, if you pray to him and ask him to let me feel that comfort from my loved one, I guarantee you, I put $5 whole on it. You gonna feel that love and that comfort from your loved ones. Y'all people is so, I know my mama proud of me. And can't nobody tell me no different. Y'all people is proud of you. Y'all kept going. People didn't turn to drugs. I didn't turn to sex. All type of stuff. But y'all still kept going. Y'all look amazing to me. I would think so. I know I look good. But I'm proud of y'all. God is proud of y'all. And I appreciate it. We're going to wrap this up because Auntie is tired. I appreciate y'all coming out and joining us on Let's Talk About It podcast and talking about grief today. Angel, thank you for an amazing topic. I want to say to everybody that is grieving, I love y'all. And I'm here for y'all. I don't care who. Don't call my phone, though, but I am here for you. DM me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or something like that. Preferably on my business page, just to bring me more business. But grief is hard. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some grace. Don't rush the process. Don't let nobody tell you where you should be at in your grief. That's your grief, not theirs. And continue to pray. Continue to keep God the head, and everything else will fall into place. Follow us on Let's Talk About It podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, TikTok, April G. Moore. Y'all have a blessed night. Love y'all. And that's a cut.